On another note, another question stemming from just even that, flowing from that. Um, should artists, entertainers, put more work into their first projects? You know, because you know your first project is like what them say, your introduction. You understand? And what them say, first impressions last. So how you feel about these crop of artists nowadays? Just doing it a slam bam, thank you man, a quick, easy and done it. Or you think them should put more work, more energy into pushing out a first project? What do you think about that?
We discussed this to some degree on different levels, right? And I do understand the dancer fast food mentality, trying to get singles out to get shows. And I'm not talking about that. What I personally believe, regardless of whether you're a dancer act or a reggae act, traditional roots reggae act, when you're ready to do your first album, you should try to make it as epic as possible, right?
Right.
Because, like you said, it's your first impression. But I think it gives you a lot of legs in the game if your first album's strong. You have artists that can put out a first project and then flop, and that first project still carry them for 30 years.
Sure.
Now, I'm gonna mention a name, and I'm not saying this is the issue with this artist, guy. This is not even reggae, but this is a bad artist, right?
Right.
Nas first album still regarded Illmatic as one of the greatest hip hop albums ever. Like most people you talk to, tell you that's hip hop Bible. That's the way you make a hip hop album, right? Nas has had other classics, but I guarantee you, Nas could probably perform that album till he's 65, 70, right?
Right.
You need something like that, but it's not just the lyrics and the music. And this is what I wanted to really pinpoint. It comes down to everything, like even the album cover, the details that are going on. I guarantee you, people, if you want to go and look at classic albums right now, you'll realize how much effort was put into that actual photo for the album.
So,
and it's usually a big deal.
So we can draw a comparison to the stick up in this. So we can draw a comparison to where does I say on another type of media. Look on you have some artwork behind you, right?
Yeah.
You can tell the difference between artwork where people actually put in time, like paintings where people actually put in some time, and something where like an easy done it thing. You know what I mean? And even that make you basically pay accordingly. You know? You see something, you see it, and you judge it and you say, well, that look like I just want quick. Anybody can do that. And then you see something where you're like, damn, yo, this is a masterpiece. Masterpieces tend to have a lot of thought behind it. You can clear it to say a whole heap of work. It's not like, sometimes it's not even a 1 day thing. It's not even a 1 week thing. Sometimes a months and sometimes a years.
I tell you what, with your first album, to me, it's a lifetime thing.
Yeah.
It's your whole life you're putting into that first project. So make sure you do it right. It's like your dissertation, you know what I mean, to the world. To let everybody know this is what you are about, right? Now, you need something to capture people. Like I was trying to say before, some of the biggest albums, if you check the photo, it's completely different. It's also a masterpiece or a classic.
It's true.
And I'm going to mix it up with hip-hop.
Like iconic, I talk about like iconic covers and stuff like that.
Catch a Fire.
Yeah.
Right? Classic album, classic cover. Right?
Exodus.
Confrontation. Right?
Yeah.
The one when have the speed, like you might go up against the it was a Dragon, right, or something like that. Bob Marley pan, yeah.
Yeah.
You go even the same Illmatic.
Right.
There was that photo. A lot of people copied that photo.
Okay.
Ready to Die. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
with Biggie. Yeah.
It's not just even 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
That album cover is stamped in your brain.
But
You
even
know what I mean?
stick up in again. You mentioned Get Rich or Die Trying. And he even said the Nas album cover for Illmatic. And,
Yeah.
and you remember you have baby faces or younger faces on them album there. Saying, just to think about it, everything else is like a blueprint because many other artists try to patternized for them flow off of that blueprint there. You know what I mean? So that's all you know how
But
effective and powerful it was.
let's try to find some in the moment, just off the rip, reggae albums or dancehall albums that have that same feel on the album cover.
I can't tell you one.
Go ahead.
So Buju Banton till Shiloh, we always talk about that one there.
That was in my mind. Yeah.
And for me, you know, that reflect when him transition from a dancehall artist to a roots and culture artist. And the meditation and everything when him go through, you know what I mean, bring him to that level there, of thinking and consciousness. You see me? So the album cover in itself, for me, it speaks of that. You know?
And I wouldn't be surprised if you look that up, it was by a famous photographer, somebody who really was a photographer.
Like deep.
Artist. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You think of Wanted by Peter Touch. That's another one that stick out to me, the one where there's a drawing of him on the front. Right?
Yeah.
Now, may I try to think of others and just for show you that it's not just the drawing, the music. It's the whole project.
I can tell you one more.
Go ahead.
When I remember, we're notable for me still. I know maybe some people, because they're not from, I guess we are, they might think we are dinosaur in a sense. But my experience by Bounty Killer, the album cover that to me was powerful, bro.
Yes.
You see me?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like
even the ghetto grammar, for some reason, that one sticks out.
Yeah, definitely.
Many Mood of Moses.
Ready for kill.
That album stick out to me too. I can't remember that cover.
Yeah.
So you have to put a lot of effort, and not just in the music, in the sound, in the beat picking, all of that, the lyrics, everything got to come together.
You can mention a recent one, just to give people some context. An album cover I like recently. Protege's album.
That was nice.
Yeah. And just the album cover itself speaks to even the name of the album, speaks to the content.
The last one, Making Up for...
Yeah, for last
time.
Yeah, that's the one there. You know? Cause for me, just picture this, you say, I guess him daughter around and him a chase her or something like that. It's like him a try catch up to the youth or catch up on time lost and all those things, you know what I mean? And just a visual there in itself, you know, kind of give me a kind of perspective as what to expect and how to feel and approach the album itself. And for me, I guess it based off your taste and preference, but really like the album that is, you may not say it's a masterpiece, but I think it's a really good album.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
I mean, you mentioned Buju, and that album was a masterpiece. And to go back to what we were originally discussing, why you need to make sure you put your best out. That was not Buju's first album, so let's get that clear. It was not, but it was his first album in a sense. After his what's the word I'm looking for? after his conversion to Rastafarianism.
Yeah.
Right? When you look at that body of work, it still stands to this day. I listened to it this week, and man, I'm more impressed now listening to it than I was in 1996. Right? 96 or 95?
Somewhere around that time.
A 96 or a 95. In a 95, because of the 25 years.
95.
In a 95, right?
Yeah.
So that was actually the first CD I remember purchasing for my own cash. So it stick around. You ask any publication, Rolling Stones, any big name publication, that's on their list as one of the best albums ever, not just a reggae album. So I implore more of the artists them to dig deeper. And if you're gonna do this thing, do it right. You said something earlier, we're here for one go around. So make it matters. Me get it, say we start at the bottom sometime and you try hurry up to get to. But when you're ready to put out an album, try to work on something that can change everybody. Or have people having discussions like this, you know?
Yeah. So and people think for that again. Sometimes people feel like them feel down about how things are go. Them feel down about them surroundings, them environment. But as Oliver just mentioned, if you're here for anything at all, you see me? It's not just to exist and don't make nothing of it. You understand? So, I mean, just thinking about them same album and these classic works, maybe some of these artists never have it in their vision. Maybe it happened. I don't think it happened by coincidence. But
no, I think Buju, for example, was looking to make a classic.
Right. But what me I try to get at is however you think and what you put out and the energy where you put behind something, usually you get that back tenfold. See? So again, let me try break things down. If you're gonna build a house.
Crazy. That's crazy what you're saying right now, bro.
Yeah.
Because that energy is real and it transfers. So if you put that much energy in it, and that much of a come back to you.
Exactly.
Real talk.
Exactly.
So you don't even have to fight for the money if that's what it's gonna come naturally because that's the energy you put in it.
Right. So and you've seen this. You have some people go around and them cause mischief and them do a bag of things and you know what I mean? Sooner or later, the walls come crumbling down because not solid, no solid foundation. Them never did intend to be around or last in anything. You know what I mean? And that's why a lot of times I'll have the saying that anything we're quick, it not good. You see me?
And that's why a lot of artists can't last for decades.
Right. So
one or two spins and then gone.
So in a recent times again, just to make the example, are this thing more vivid in a people's imagination? Why can you point out a song from last year, right? Will really stand out in your mind. I mean, it shouldn't be something you have to think deep about.
Last year?
Yeah.
Wow. Probably Lila Ike jumped out to me first.
Okay, which one?
The one where it said, when I look at where I'm coming, I don't even know, that might have been released the end of the year before.
Yeah. I believe it was still on the album. So
yeah, but it was.
Yeah. So that one is notable. And another one for me, other Agent Sasko there. What name again? The one with Iman. It's not even a remix, but just have it right upon it. tip and it slip. At any rate, you see me, just the lyrics and the potency, and it does not feel like something where it's only for now, only for today. You know what I mean? And that is the why these things stand out. For instance, again, Coffee do a song.
Which one you talk local?
Local me I talk about. Simple as it is.
Yeah.
Simple as it is. Right? Again,
lockdown, maybe lockdown too.
All right, so just close. Lockdown, you know why that one is historic? Because of the current climate that we're in. That a coffee lockdown.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So again, 10 years from now, when you think, if you even hear it 10 years, say you don't hear it for a while and you hear it 10 years from now.
10 years from now, I actually want rather hear Pressure.
Under the Pressure.
The one with Chi and Buju, actually.
Right. But that again, I tell you, sir, some people making music for now, when you have others making music that will last forever.
Correct.
You know?
And that will be the distinguishing factor. Look, we're not here forever. And it seemed like a theme throughout this discussion today. But I'm sure a lot of them would want to be remembered. Think about 50 or 100 years from now, you want the record still playing and people saying, who is that? You know what I mean? Make your mark in history. We have to think to be great, right? Put it all out so that when you finish, you're just exhausted, you know?
Yeah.
And you feel accomplished.
Yeah, like you feel like you don't leave nothing on the table. Because if at the end of your time you feel like, damn, I had so much more to give, then it's your fault, say. You never give it. You can't blame it on nobody else.
I mean, not to be ominous, but imagine if you did everything you could. I would assume at the point when that day you would just be like, yo, I'm ready then. You see what I'm saying? If I so be the case, I'm ready because you put me here, the man upstairs, I'm going to do everything where you tell me something to do. Tenfold. So, at time, you know? Anyway, deep and dark, you know?
No, but you know what, crazy again about what you just said. So, just for people note, today, and have some context again, today, we transition from one government to another government in the United States, from one president and party to another. You know what I mean? You don't know Joe Biden and Kamala Harris are now president and vice president, right? And few days before this, you did have Martin Luther King, right? When you think of Martin Luther King, saying just going off of what Oliver does say, when me think of Martin Luther King, I think of Marcus Garvey. And the one thing what I can say about them two people there, them two very important people there in our history, nobody can say them man they never empty them clip before them left this place. Them man they give them all until they never have nothing more.
Right.
That's how I feel about them two gentlemen.
That's true. Them empty the clip for real.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. So artists empty on a clip, especially on the first project. Not to mean you should stop, but empty a clip every time you step up to bat. That should be the intention. You know?
Yeah.
So big up on yourself, all the creators out there though.